We are going live, my friend, in about 1 second. We should be live right now. Hey, my friend, what's going on? This is Kader here on a beautiful, beautiful day, my friend. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm actually going to get started with this presentation in about a minute, but I want to see who's live with us. I'm going to go to the page that you actually have. Hopefully that you can see my screen. Let me know if you're on this page. You should be able to refresh it. Let's check to see what's going on. Okay, we are in business, my friend. I am excited today. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm excited. So this is what we're gonna be doing, guys. I'm actually gonna start right from the beginning. I'm gonna start asking some questions in here. Let's see who's live with this on this webinar with us today. Who's live with us? So here's the deal. I'm gonna be looking through my phone. Sometimes this page don't give me the information right away. So if you're live with me, you're watching live, maybe you can comment on this page and let me know if you can hear my voice, if you can see the page, if you can see what's going on right now. And we're gonna dive in right into the training. So let's get some feedback. Maybe I could get someone that I know that's gonna be on the webinar. I spoke with a couple of people here. Dante, let's see, can you hear me? Are you live? I just want to make sure that I am able to, you guys are able to see me and you are able to see my screen. Everything is good on your end. Let's get some feedback. All right, I think I got a message. Cool, awesome, awesome, awesome sauce, guys. Let's do it, man. All right. Well, so welcome to the webinar. I got a bunch of people on right now looking at the page. So here's what we're gonna be doing, right? So welcome to the webinar. We have a few people that's on board right now. Alan was gonna be here. Joseph, welcome to the webinar. Usually to the side of the webinar. Tommy's on here. Trevor, Jay Prosper's on the webinar. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome to the webinar, Emmanuel. Welcome to the webinar. Alafe Dali, welcome to the webinar. James, Mr. Fumba, Bertini, welcome to the webinar. Stephlin, Bud, welcome to the webinar. Kareem, welcome. Corel, Marshall, Rob, Jamel, Kenley, Charsta, Abed. All right, guys, we're gonna get started. Welcome, Gwen. A couple of people timing in more. Henry, Duran, Ojo. All right, guys, let's get started with this stuff today. So I have a PowerPoint here. I want to get through it. You know, tonight, guys, what I want to talk about, if you had got the email for the webinar, if you had got, maybe you seen an ad or you jumped on this webinar. So really what I want to talk about in this presentation is 3 ways to leverage the internet to make your first $1,000 day on the internet. Now, I know a lot of people, if you just getting started online or if you're part of many different businesses, maybe you've never had $1,000 a day. But I know a lot of people also online who's making the big income, the thousands of dollars every single day. And this webinar, if you're afraid of money, we're gonna be talking about a lot of numbers. If you're afraid of making money or you just see your business a little bit different, you know, I want you to stay. You know, usually I'd say, hey, this webinar is not for you, don't stay. But I want you to stay to know what's possible. Maybe you don't know what's possible yet on the internet or what you could do for your family with this tool. So we're gonna get into this stuff. So here you go. My name is Kader. I'll be your host for today. So let's get right into it. Welcome to the webinar today. You know, today's training is going to be massive. So are you ready? All right, what you're gonna learn today will blow your mind. So stay tuned until the end of the webinar. I'll be sharing some massive stuff with you at the end. So stay till the end. I'm gonna give you some powerful bonus for the people that stay all the way to the end of this webinar. All right, so covering what we're gonna help you to make your first $1,000 online. If you've never made $1,000 online, today that's what I'm gonna be covering. I'm gonna be covering the way for you to make your first $1,000 online. And I want you to remember that word, leverage. I want you to remember that word. If you don't think much, remember that word, write it down, see it everywhere, leverage. All right, we're gonna be talking about leverage income. So we're gonna show you specific strategies that you can use inside of your business to leverage your income. And I'm gonna show you 3 possible ways for you to leverage the internet, for you to start making $1,000 days inside of your business online. Yes, my friend, it is possible. My name is Kader Cormier. For some of you that do know me, I've been building my business online for the last 3 years. I mean, it has not been, always awesome. There's been days that my computer got stolen. There's been days that my internet got cut off. I had to go to the library to get internet connection. There's been days that my wife lost her job and it was crazy in the house. So it has not been all sweet. It's been a learning curve. I've bought the courses. I've spent a lot of money on courses, on mentor, and many stuff that wasn't working. So I've been in your shoes. So if you're going right now through the struggle, you're trying to put the stuff together, it's not working, whatever that you bought, you feel like things are not happening for you. Well, I tell you, I went through the process. This is me here in Orlando. I actually got a chance to speak on stage and start inspiring other entrepreneurs and speak life in some people. This is me with my 2 beautiful daughters, and some of you seen them. If you're friends with me on Facebook, they are life-changing. They are the reason why I do this stuff, because they inspire me on a daily basis to be a better person, to be a better dad. And I know some of you on the line can relate if you do have kids and how they change your life crazily. This is my full family, me, my wife, and my 2 kids. So I am a very laid back family dude. The reason I put this picture in here, I'm actually putting a product together, a personal product that I'm putting together, and a lot of people already know about it. And I'm not the type of person that take money shots, but I'm doing something specific for the product. So I got 10 grand and I put it in front of my computer, all made on the internet. I've been very fortunate not to work a job for the last 2 years. So I wanted to put 10 grand that I made in one day, which was a couple of days previously before I took this picture, and put it all in front of my computer right in my office, and just take a picture with it while I'm hanging with my daughter, and just wanted to put that as maybe a little bit of proof. Sometimes I could give screenshot and you just see a screenshot, but this is actually all hundreds. I just wanted to put that in there just to give you maybe a little bit of visual. 10 grand is possible. If you want to make $1 grand online in a day, you can do that. And tonight, I'm going to teach you the exact process, my friend. If you stay to this webinar, I'm going to teach you the exact process to get straight up to the cash. No BS, none of that craziness mindset. I'm going to give you the exact process. If you want it, you take it. If you don't want it, well, I can't do much, right? But I'm going to give you the exact process. This is me just hanging, having fun. We're driving some Lambos and whatnot. So this is not about me. So let's get straight into the stuff that we're going to be doing, right? So what I'm going to teach you tonight works. The reason why I know it works, guys, I wasn't even going to put that in this webinar. That wasn't supposed to be the title. Earlier this morning, one of my coaching students that I work very closely with, named John, right? He sent me a message on Facebook, and this is what the message says. Hey, Kader, I just want to say thank you. You've changed my life. Today, I had my first $2,000 day. I'm so glad that I linked up with you. At first, I was so scared. I think people would judge me. I was afraid, but not anymore. I use the same formula that you taught me in your coaching. You really rock, man. So I remember John came to me, and John was really scared, He had so much knowledge. He's bought so many courses online, so many stuff that he bought from many different people, but he's never been really able to get some massive results online. And he had all this knowledge, all these tools, all this stuff that he's bought accumulated throughout the years. Matter of fact, he's been online longer than I am. But he never thought that he has enough value. Though he has made money online, he never thought that he has enough value to actually create his own stuff. So we kind of worked together, and I kind of helped him into creating his first product and get stuff going. So after he went through my coaching, one thing that I got him to do is to believe in himself that he could start charging people $2,000, $3,000 if they want to sit with them one-on-one to coach them. And his product is not even out yet. He kind of model something like the one that I have with my coaching, and boom, he had his first student, and the first one paid him $2,000. And how crazy is that? So, well, that's one of the formula tonight that we're gonna be learning. So let's get straight up into this webinar. So for your questions, guys, this is what I want you to do. For your question, if you have any questions right now, I can't see my screen, right? Usually what I love doing in my webinars, part of my webinar, I like taking questions at the end of the webinar. Just whatever questions that you have, I want to answer them. I want to stay the extra mile and give you the extra time, to answer every question, to be cleared, to leave your mind clear as you leave this webinar. So I want you to send all your questions to go@crushitwithked.com. Go@crushitwithked.com. So what you could do, open a window. If you have any questions, anything going through your mind right now, pop it up and then send it to me. I'll receive it on my phone. And at the end of the webinar, I'll do a live Q&A sessions for you guys who's watching with me live. Whether it's morning time for you, whether it's nighttime, because I know some of you are in different time zone right now. So whatever time it is, just go ahead and send the question. We'll get for you. All right. So now my questions for you. All right. Someone say I got it working. All right. My questions for you today, right? Don't you feel like there's so many ways for you to make money online that it makes your head hurt just thinking about them, or just going through them all these courses that you're buying? I know for me, it's been crazy. There was so much information. People was telling me I could do eBay. People was telling me I could do Amazon. People was telling me I could do Facebook, Twitter, MySpace. I mean, the information on the internet is just so endless, right? My other question for you again, next question. Don't you feel like there's a group of people that's killing it on the internet? And the margin is very small. There's about 3% of people. Even though there's so many people that's not making money, there's about 3% of people that's killing it, that's crushing it on the internet. Don't you feel that? And my last question for you, I promise, last question. My last question for you, do you feel that you should make more, right? You can freaking make more in your business. You feel like, man, I can freaking make more in this thing. You see all those people winning and you say, man, I can definitely crush this stuff. But you feel like you're lacking some information. This is what I want to cover with you tonight, right? The people that are crushing it, the difference. So what I want to cover is the 3 ways that you can leverage the internet, to make money. And you go like, man, what the heck? Why there's supposed to be all this money on the internet and you ain't seeing none of it? Or you seeing very little. You're seeing very little bit of it because all of it is going to 3%. So if you're in the 97% tonight, or even if you're in the 5% that's like making somewhat of an income on the internet, I want to help you transition. I want to help you get to the money, straight to the money. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Remember, I said this webinar will have a lot of money. So you will be able to get to that level if you stay consistent, right? There's a very clear and solid path to achieving success on the internet. It's clear and solid, and you have to be focused once you find it. And that's what we're going to discuss in tonight's webinar, okay? So how the heck can I be successful online? Have you ever asked yourself that question? I remember when I first started my business and I'm seeing all these guys just winning, and I said, man, how the heck can I be successful in this thing? What do I need to do, man? I remember I started out making a couple $100 online, and I said, how can I get to the $1,000 days? This is what I want to get to. How the heck can I be successful? I was seeing people who was not even smarter than me, people who wasn't unintelligent, and guess what? They was rich. I'm like, what the heck? And I see clever people on the internet, people who were smart, and they fell. It didn't make sense to me, right? I see people who was just, laid back and not having a high school diploma or not even finishing school, and all of them was getting rich, and the clever people, they wasn't getting it. So why do so many people fail online? The stat says about 95% of people fail on the internet. 95, that's a big number of people that fails, guys. And tonight, I want to get you out of that number. I want you to stop being a statistic number tonight. And we're going to work at it together so that you can transition from being that 95% of people that fail to jump into the 3% of people that's crushing it online. So why do people fail on the internet? They become distracted. They become distracted by the next shiny object. There's always something launching every week. So they would buy a course today, and tomorrow they will get a mentor today, and tomorrow they buy a new course, they thinking that, man, that's what's gonna change my life. Well, tonight I want to transition you to go behind the scene and see the people who are consuming and the people who are selling, the difference in how you get to the income tonight. So they become distracted by the next shiny object, the next company launch, the next company's coming out, and I was the same way, guys. When I came on the internet, everything sounded so good. It was like, oh, this company came out, I'm jumping on board. Next company came on board, I'm jumping on board. And my income just went up and down, up and down, up and down. It was just skyrocket. I couldn't never keep a straight income. It was always going up and always going down. I joined a new company, my income is down again. I have to build it up. Now I have to join the next one. My income is going up and it's going down because I was so distracted by the next shiny object. Or the next reason why 95% of people fail, they expect to make money with the push buttons. And if you want the push button, you can go on ClickBank and ClickSure. You'll find many software and tools that promise you to get rich overnight. And we all know most of the stuff, they don't work, right? Or sometimes what happened, they buy courses, but they can't put the puzzle together, or they don't get all the information. They kind of get unfinished knowledge, or they have to go out there and put it all together. It's not really mapped out in a way that where they can go and follow a step-by-step program where they're going to be successful. Or sometimes the issues on their end, they cannot follow through all the way because of that, shiny object syndrome. They will start following something and then boom, they see something else come out and they will start following the next thing. So they did not finish the last program. So they can never really get the amount of success that they want. So what you're going to learn tonight, today, tonight, morning, doesn't matter of where you are or the plan of the time. I'm going to show you the 3 ways to leverage the internet to make your first $1,000. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So we're going to talk about income A, B, and C. Now remember, I'm talking about 3 ways. Usually when I do webinars, I like to keep my focus on just one thing. So tonight, this is what's going to happen. On tonight's webinar, on today's webinar, I'm going to be talking about income B only, because that's the potential income that I'm building right now, and I'm teaching all of my students, many of my students. That's my main focus. Income B. Now you're looking at income A, you see a pile of money. You're looking at income B, you see a growth of money going all the way up. Now you're looking at income C, you see a band of money. So, my main focus tonight is going to be income B. So let's get into income A really, really quick. I hope that I have your permission. On this webinar, what I want to do, I want to give you some live example of incomes. We're going to go into income A, which is leveraging a team. Now, the reason why I can talk about this stuff, guys, is because I've done it. I've been on the internet. The stuff that I'm teaching you, I've done it. I've created teams. I've created teams of thousands of people. I've helped people in the style of income. I've coached people. I've created webinar. I've do the team calls. I've get people on on a team and all that stuff. So I understand a lot of this stuff, a lot of this aspects. So the income A is leveraging a team. That's the number 1 way, like the income A, but that's not what my main focus. We'll just breeze by on it, and I'll give you some quick proof and some quick example on how to do it. But then main focus tonight is going to be income B, all right? So income A, you leverage a team, but that comes with work. It's very rewarding when your team is growing huge, is succeeding. But what I saw being online for the last 3 years is that there is no company that comes and they stay for a long time. So you will be building a team. What's going to happen is attrition. That company is going to start going down. After a little while, the buzz is going to start dying out. And the company is not going to be as crazy hot as it was. And you're not going to have a lot of people making money. So the cool part with income A, which is leverage a team, you're going to make money now. You're going to get a team of people making money. But what happened is that, most people in that team is not making money except for the leader. I'm saying this stuff because it's true. I've been a leader of a team, and I've had thousands of people on the team, and I was the only one making close to, 6 figures in that company, making close to about, 5 figures a month, in that company. After that, most of my team wasn't making much money. So building a team, it requires for you to become a team leader. So if you're gonna build a team for you to have $1,000 days, for you to start making thousands of dollars on the internet, you have to become a team leader. You cannot. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to create the webinars. You have to create the group. You have to create the team meetings. You have to create the calls. So there's a lot of work that involves into creating a sustainable leverage, big income in the team. So with that, it helps you create a residual income fast, because your team can start growing really, really fast, and you start sponsoring a lot of people. And if they fall under you in certain type of matrix and different comp plans, you can start getting to a lot of money real fast, and you can start building residual income real fast. So my secret to team building, you have to stand out through leadership. So if you're building a company right now, you have a company you're part of, and you're building a team, and if you want to stand out, like you want to make more money than everybody else, you need to stand out, right? You have to build it through leadership. You cannot be following the next guy. You have to sit down and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to create the Facebook group. Everybody, let's go. Let's get in. You know what? I'm going to give the free training. You know what? I'm going to do the webinar. Let's go. Join me, and you're going to get that stuff. So it requires for you to stand out. It requires for you to stand out and create the leadership. And that's how you're going to make most of the income. Now, if you just want to be blaze by and make a little bit of money, you can follow other leaders. But until you step up into that position of leadership and to team building, people will not want to join you. When people are joining company, they're looking for team and they're looking for leaders, people who are growing already. They might not even be that person's friend. And they know, because that person is a leader, or they have a team, they have a Facebook group together, guess who they're going to join? Damn, you could have been the one who told them about the company. They're not going to join you. You don't have nothing to offer. So in team building, guys, there's a secret. You have to stand out, and you must have high ticket in that company that you're promoting. Now, if you're promoting some type of company, whatever deal it is, I'm not going to say any names, and you're only making $30 commission for everybody that comes in, or you're making $100, it's not going to be easy for you to make $1,000 days consistently, because it's not easy. There's no high ticket. So you need to have a back end. You have to be able to pull crazy numbers. And when I mean crazy numbers, I mean you have to be able to sponsor thousands of people. If you're selling a deal that's only getting you $50 or $100 per person. So if you're gonna be making 10,000, you have to be able to sponsor at least 100 people. You have to be able to grow your team in the hundreds. That's how you're gonna be making the thousands of dollars on the internet, which is what we're talking about, making $1,000 a day. And you know what? I'm gonna give you a quick example of live team building, team leverage. I'll show you my live company, show you my live back office to show you I know. And we're gonna come back to this stuff. I'm gonna show you here real quick. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go live. We're gonna go live and into the last company that I was part of, that I was pushing. So I'm gonna show you how big of a team that I grew, but most of the people wasn't making money. And some of you probably on the webinar, you've been probably part of this company. So I'm gonna log in front of you live and show you guys this stuff that I'm talking about is real stuff. So we're gonna go into the genealogy, the people that's on my team. So we're gonna review. We gotta do a view full report or something. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna scroll down. Some people might be on the webinar. I started with James Fumba. You're probably on the webinar. So I'm gonna scroll down. You see that, guys? These are all people that I sponsor. You see that? I'm gonna scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. So for you to become a leader, you gotta be able to sponsor. You guys see that? I'm still scrolling. There's about, over thousands of people that are sponsored in this company. But now, if the company is falling or whatever the case happens, you're not gonna be able to have the income that you want, which is what's gonna push me in leverage, leverage the internet in C, in the factor C now. Now you see that I showed you all the people that I sponsored, and how did I do it? Now, if you're looking into creating the same thing that I created to sponsor, I think I sponsored over 600 people in like a month, in like 2 weeks in that company, and he just kept on growing, and I was just pushing it hard. I have a specific tactic that I use. Now, if you're building a regular company, you could use the same thing in your company, but you have to be able to do mass recruiting. You have to be able to do mass recruiting in order for you to make thousands of dollars a day, okay? So now, I don't even want to speak about that too much tonight. So let's talk about C now, income C. Leverage C is to be able to leverage other people's product and services, okay? So keep that in mind. Leveraging other people's product and services. The cool part about that is just being an affiliate. Yeah, the cool part about being an affiliate, you don't have to create the product, you don't have to put in the work, right? You leveraging other people's product and services. You know, you don't have to come up with the content for the product, you don't have to come up with the content for the service. You know, you get paid as an affiliate. So that's a cool thing. This is called affiliate marketing. That's the, you know, that's the third way you can actually make thousands of dollars on the internet. Now we're gonna get into my favorite way, which is what we're gonna be talking about tonight. Leverage your own product and services, my friend. Now, this is where the income is start going wild. This is where the income is gonna go crazy. And that's how my man One came to me and said, man, because I created something and I put it in place, I was able to make $2,000 today. And I get excited when people text me 3 o'clock in the morning and they get excited, man, I just made my first $2,000. You know, I get my product, it's going live today and people are buying. You know, this is where my main focus is today. I wanna teach you how to get this money, guys. You know, I really wanna teach you this stuff. So here's the deal. When in this category, this is what happened. You get what's called affiliate, right? You have these people come in. When these guys come in, you have other people that's gonna go out there and promote your own stuff. When those people come in, they go get their friends and say, man, yo, you need to check out Dante's product, man. This stuff is amazing. And you start making sales on automation. I remember the first time I made a sale while I was just at church. I was at church with my wife and it's like, yo, I just made 25 sales today and I didn't even make like half of it. It was done by other people that went and saw my stuff and they went and bought it. And it's the crazy thing that that type of income, that type of leverage, you know, it's not dependent on just you, or it's not dependent on just the team. It's dependent on whether people come in, whether they make a sale or not, whether you sell for the day, you're still gonna make money, right? Someone who creates a company, if you're just an affiliate of that company, you're gonna go out there and make that person's rich. You're gonna make him sales anytime, any day. You're promoting that deal. Think about the company owner who's making all the income whenever you make sales. You know, whether the company say, hey, you know what, it's 100% commission, but they have fees that you're paying. Well, even if they keep taking 10% of the sales that you make, it goes to the owner, administrators, and all that stuff. On the breakdown, they ended up making more of the income. So at the end of the day, guys, when you can be in that income level, or the income B, where you have your own thing going on, you have your own affiliates going out there and crushing for you, you're gonna end up making way much more income. So what's the difference really between income B and all the other incomes that I showed you, income A and C? The difference is passive income. You know, I was sitting here today and yesterday I told my wife, man, I just don't feel like marketing today. Let's just chill or whatever. And I had like, you know, so many sales already come in through the day because I had a product. You know, I had a product that was selling and a couple of people make a couple of sales and boom, I got paid. So it's really passive income for me. Now, income A, which is where you're building a company, you're building a team, you have to go out there and build the team. Unless you have a passive structure. You know, the last company I was part of, there was no pass up. It was straight up guts. Like it's straight up skin to the game. You got to put your skin to the game. There was no pass up. The only way they had the complaint was if the person upgrade, there was some type of way that they set it up where you get more income from the team. But really, there was no pass up. If you're part of a company, there's a pass up structure. You get the second, the third sale. You know, that could be a little bit of passive income. But you still got to go out there and work to get those people that's going to get you those pass up. With a passive income now, you create something, a system, you create a product or service, someone that needs it come and they just buy that stuff from you and they leverage. And so many people come to me and say, hey, Kader, man, I don't know if I have the experience, I can create that stuff. I got you. You know, I've had a couple of people that I actually went into coaching with, and at first they came to me. You know, I have my man Marshall, and at first they came to me and say, man, I don't know if this really possible. I wasn't really looking into that. But then as we start mapping out the stuff, it start coming live to them and they go, wow, man, I didn't know I could put all that stuff together, right? So a passive income is an income that you don't have to keep on working for. If you have to always keep on working for your income in order for it to come in, if you always have to recruit the next person in order for you to make income, well, there's something you're missing out. If you want to make those thousands of dollars in a day, you cannot be slaving every single day in order for you to make it happen. So income A and B. 95% of people online, they are caught up in the buying frenzy. So they keep buying course A, they buy course B. They cannot make a difference between progress and investment. I want you to understand that there's a difference between making progress in your business and investment. And those people who get caught up in the buying frenzy, they think buying the next product, the next tool, the next shiny object is actually making progress in their business. So they just keep buying the next tool, the next training that's gonna help me get a breakthrough, the next thing. They keep on buying it, and I got caught up in that for a little bit. I got caught up in the buying frenzy and buying for the next. All you buying right now, if you buying every day, you buying hope. You buying, I'm hoping that, this tool is going to change my life. Hoping that, oh man, this training, you buying hope. So you keep buying and buying. You get caught up in that buying frenzy, and you thinking that you're progressing in your business, but really you're progressing deeper in your bank account and being in debt and never seeing not even a red cent on the internet coming your way. So I want to help you stop that. So they figure out the best way I could do this is to jump on the next company, jump on the next one. Or some other people, they're not buying into courses, they're buying into the next deal, the next company. This is gonna be it. This is gonna be the one. And it's funny thing. I have one of my mentor. We had a conversation the other day, and it's like, man, dude, like I thought this company was gonna be it, man, but that's not it. That's not where it's at. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. Like people think that it's gonna be the next deal and the next deal and the next deal, and I was the same way. And if you are like that tonight, I can relate to you, or maybe you can relate to what I'm saying. You keep joining the next deal, and after 3 or 4 or 5 months or 6 months or even a year, it fizzle out. The next thing is gonna come and it's gonna take its place. Then you're gonna join the next thing, and some of your team will follow you. Some of them will be left behind. Some of them won't understand what you're doing. Some of them will straight up quit, and you have to build again. You have to build again. You have to build again and again and again. And you keep going through that cycle. And I guarantee you, you're not part of the 3% that's winning. Now, shift your mind a little bit. If you're in this webinar, shift your mind. Shift your mind and look. Look on the end and look at the people who's winning. They're the people that's creating those companies. They're the people that's creating the products that you're buying. They're the people that's creating and creating, right? So if you want to be part of that 3%, you have to move. You have to become a creator. You have to set yourself to the next level, right? We don't lack information, but we lack transformation. And I feel like a lot of people keep buying information on the internet. There's so much information, they become information overload. And there's no transformation taking place. I know you sign up for this stuff because you wanted to be home with your family, because you wanted to quit your 9 to 5. You wanted to be at the beach, right? You wanted to travel the world. Maybe you wanted to go to Africa to donate, to help. You wanted to change your community. You wanted to be able to make enough income to impact other people's lives, to change your family, not to just impact your surrounding, but to impact your whole world on a bigger scale. But that's not what you're doing. That isn't what you're doing for the last couple of years. So, my friend, we are not lacking information, but we lack transformation. We have to be able to transform our business. And if you're on this webinar tonight, it is not by chance, or today, whatever time that you're watching this stuff, it is not by chance. There's a specific reason why you're here and you're still watching. And if you stay to the end, I'm going to show you something that's going to help you to move from that 97% of people that's going to the craziness, that's going to the cycle and the cycle and the cycle. Yeah, you go build another team. If you do not create the mentality of a leader, of the owner of the team, of the person that's running the pack, you're not gonna be making money. You have to be different. And I tried it many times, and I see people going to the cycle over and over and over again. So guys, this stuff that I'm teaching you is stuff that I've done. I understand it, and I know how it works, and I've seen it. And I didn't really have my full breakthrough on the internet until I have something that I created of my own, until I become a producer. If you're opening up your emails every day, you're reading somebody else's email, you're reading everybody that's sending you an email, and you're not sending out once something is wrong. If you on the internet every single day, you wake up on Facebook, you're reading your email, you're buying other people's stuff, but you are not building your own list, Yeah, I don't mind if you buy my stuff, right? Keep buying, but I want to get you out of that buying frenzy. I want you to be the one that's sending the email. I want you to be the one that's having the lunch that's coming up next week, that's having your own product and it's coming up and everybody's going to be buying, because you can create the same thing. Some of those products that I buy online, I'm like, dude, I have students that I coach, they know this stuff so well that they go and create results. And some of them, they probably have fear of creating their own stuff, but they know the stuff so well already because they've seen it over and over and over. They understand it. They've done it. They've created some results. They've seen the process, but yet they're not making thousands and thousands of dollars days because of their fear. So we want to black out that tonight, guys. So again, if you want to be sending, like, I'm so happy for one here, you know, saying, hey man, I got my first $2,000 a day. And it makes me feel like, yo, dude, it's awesome to wake up to find someone say, hey, you know, I get it. I understand. I get it. If you don't have something in place, you don't have a service, you don't have a product, you don't have something people can buy from you. If your company goes out of business, automatically you automatically close your door. You have no business. Then you have to shop for the next thing, the next lunch, the next. And I was in that cycle. I've been in that cycle. And it's crazy. You will always make more income, you know, selling your own stuff, believing in your own stuff, growing your own stuff, than literally just hoping. I still promote some company. I still receive some checks. But my main level, if you're going to leverage the internet, why not leverage the levels that's making you the bigger income, right? The level that's making you the big money. So here in that picture that I took, you know, I put it earlier, this is 10K that I'm giving in cash to my affiliates for my next product launch. So I'm actually gonna have an affiliate page going on. We're gonna have an affiliate contest, and I'm gonna give $10,000 that you see over here and affiliate cash and prizes, different types of prizes is gonna be on a page. The people that makes the most sales when they're getting promoted, they're gonna be able to get cash prize, and I'll add some other cool stuff in there, some other cool prizes in there. But this is all gonna go to affiliates. Just imagine if you have your own stuff and you're having people promoting your own stuff and going out there pushing your own information. You're gonna be making way more than 10K. My first product that I made on the internet, the first thing that I came out with, guys, I made over 100K in 1 month. Over 100K, guys. I used to only dream of that type of income. I just thought it wasn't possible. You know, now again, is it the same experiment for everybody? No, I have some students that come out with the product and they made the first $700. I mean, it's a start somewhere. They made the $500. They made the key point is that once they have one more, they have another one, they have another one. And today you wake up, you find a sale from this one. Oh, tomorrow you got another one from this one. And you start having 20, 100. You know, I was giving this example just the other day on a webinar that I was having, last week's webinar. And I talk about, you know, Apple product, how I have, you know, I started with an iMac because I always wanted a Mac computer and I couldn't afford one. So every time I would walk by the Mac store and it would be filled and packed with people, and I would walk there and just looking at this computer and say, man, I just wish I could get one. Because whenever I'm on a webinar and I see one pop up, I say, yes, this stuff looks crisp and clear. It looks awesome. I should be having one of these things, man. I want one of these things. So I had come up with a plan that I was going to go to the store. So I went to Best Buy and bought myself a little computer for like $300. So every month before the month is over, I would return it so that I still have the guarantee on it. Then I would give them some more cash and upgrade to something more expensive so that I can get to the Mac, because Mac at that time was $1,400. So I kept on doing that. I kept on doing that. And one day they cut off my internet, right? I was building my business. They cut off my internet and I could not afford to do business at home. So I went to the library. I went to the library. Being there, I was on the library. I was building my business. This is the early stage of my business. I was in the grind mode. I was pushing hard, you know, and then I was in the library. So I went to the restroom for a second. I left the computer on the table. I came back, boom, computer's gone, stolen. You know, there was a camera. They couldn't see the guy's face. Just imagine me, right? With no internet now, no computer, but I still had a dream, and my dream was way bigger than my computer being stolen. And I wasn't going to let that stop me. And when I released my first product on the internet, you know, and I had my first breakthrough day where I had my first 10K day and I had my first 100K month, I went to the Mac store and I say, I want the biggest computer. I want the biggest, the best Mac you have in here, the most expensive one, please add all the extras in it, all the stuff that makes it the best. Please add all of them in there. And guys, I'm not saying this, I'm saying this just to give you a perspective of what is possible when you do take action, when you do believe in yourself and say, you know what, I'm gonna make this stuff happen. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you make your first $1,000 online. Now, if you have never made $1,000 on the internet and you feel like, man, I don't know, man, I don't think I can sell anything for $1,000. I don't think I can make $1,000 because, you know, when I first started, man, I was making little sales for like $100. I was doing CPE offers. Some of them was paying me $80, and the most I would make in a day was like, you know, 2 sales. I would make about, you know, 240. I would get excited, you know, and to me it was like, man, when someone was saying, man, you could make $1,000, it would be like mind blowing. I just didn't think it was possible. And when I first joined my first company that had a high ticket where you can make $1,000 by selling it, I struggled for so long before I made my first sale for $1,000. And I literally was kissing my prospect's butt to buy the 1K so I could make $1,000. Literally, it was like, please buy this stuff, please, please. But then as I learned, and I started looking at those people that was crushing it on the internet, I'm like, dude, this dude don't even finish high school. This dude don't even, what the heck, man? Why can't I get people to buy this type of stuff from me? But there was a secret, right? There was a strategy. There was things that they knew that I didn't know, and I had to really humble myself to learn. So really is, which one are you gonna be? Are you gonna be a consumer after you listen to me tonight, right? So I kind of break it down for you to show you the people that are making thousands of dollars every day. Not luckily, you know, maybe you selling something and you like luckily get $1,000. But I'm talking about the people that's consistently making $1,000 a day, $1,000 days. You know, they are a producer, right? So after you listen to me tonight, which one are you gonna be? Are you gonna be a consumer or are you gonna be a creator? Because there's 2 of them that you can be. You either be a consumer where you keep buying and buying and buying and buying and buying and buying. And it's the same thing if you have bills in your house and you paying the light bill, you paying the cell phone, you paying the internet, you paying every month for every services that you have. But yet the only way you make money is by going to a 9-to-5, is by working and slaving yourself. You're missing something. Why? Because you're not a creator, you're only consuming. So if you have to go to work for someone else's creation, you're still missing something. And I want to help you understand, how do you move from that section of being a consumer to being a creator, my friend? So what I did, and I gave you guys a live login on in my how I built a team of over 2,000 people in my last company, and I got 600 people in like 3 weeks, I think it was, when they first got started. I give you a live login on that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you, let's see, maybe I could give you a live login on my PayPal here. Now I'm gonna give you a live login, guys. People love those live login. I'm gonna bring my phone up, and I'm gonna give you a live login of sales that I'm making that I don't make the sales. Like, you know, and that's why the reason I'm doing this, guys, I really wanna show you how you can literally be making thousands of dollars every day. I'm actually putting up my phone thing. And if you ever doing a webinar, you wanna show your phone on your screen, I use this little app called Reflector. You can do the same thing. So it's pretty cool. It allows you to show your phone on your computer, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm gonna put my phone up, and we're gonna go to PayPal. You see the little PayPal app? I just clicked on it. So we're gonna go to PayPal, and I'm gonna show you. Let me log in. I like this little new iPhone. You could do a touch ID and it'll show your PayPal, which is cool. All right. So I got 2K that I made, and I'm gonna show you the sales here. Those sales made yesterday, $64, another one $64, another one for $150, and you can see I pay out like $33.50. I pay out $52. Those are affiliates that I'm paying out on the sales that they are making, and some of it, and that's what I wanna. That's a 2K day yesterday. I haven't really cleared out stuff, but these are the type of things that I'm showing you guys live. These are the type of things that you can do when you initiate yourself to take action on the stuff that I'm teaching you right now, right? When you literally take action on the stuff that I'm teaching you right now, you can do stuff like that easily. So now here's the deal. What you have to do now, right now, here's the deal, right? So I hope you got massive value so far with me. This is what I'm doing right now. For the next 6 months, it's going down. I'm creating something. It's in creation right now. Everything is coming together. You know, I have this website and I want you to go to this website, right? I want you to go to this website. This is not for everybody now. This is for people that want to take their game to the next level. Now, if you just want, I give you all the information. I've done it, been there. If you want to do everything else and go crazy, buy every product and thinking it's going to be your savior and stuff like that, you can keep doing what you're doing. Now, a good mentor of mine tell me the definition of insanity is to be doing the same thing over and over and over and over again and expect different results. Now, if you've been doing something for the last couple of years, or you've been online for the last 2 years, you've been doing the same thing and you're expecting different results and you're not seeing the results that you want, but you still want to keep going and keep doing it and keep doing it. Hopefully someday something will happen. You can keep doing that, but that's not for you. This is not for everybody. Now, this is for people who's ready to crush it, right? So if you want to make $1,000 a day instead of puny $100 commission, you know, for you. If you want to become a leader, this is for you, right? If you want to make $1,000 a day, this is for you. If you want to stop buying all the junks in the marketplace and you never have to worry about buying the next shiny object, again, you never have to worry about buying the next product, the next launch, stop. If you buying them every day, stop buying them. If you're buying every day and people aren't buying from you, why do you keep buying more and more of that stuff? Now, I understand that you can implement some of the stuff, you'll make some money, but the person who sold it to you, they sold it to thousands of other people. They exponentially make way more money selling that stuff, or selling the knowledge, selling the tools, the stuff that they know, selling it to you than actually using it themselves. So really, if you are ready to create your own following, your own tribe, your own wealth, this, my friend, is for you. What I'm talking about, I'm talking about my inner circle. For the next 6 months, I put a full website together, right? So in the next 6 months, these people, I'm gonna take them and you're not gonna have to buy any product. I'm gonna help you develop your own product. I'm gonna help you start growing your following on Facebook, YouTube. I'm gonna show you the stuff that I'm doing to literally crush out the internet. I could stay silently. I could not even go on my Facebook and make a post, but I'm still making income on a daily basis. I could not market my business for a little while, and I want to teach you these things. I want you to understand how it works. How do you set up your funnels to get stuff rolling and growing, right? I want you to go to this website. It's 6 months that crush it with KED.com, right? When you go there, you'll fill out an application, and then we'll get back to you. 6 months that crush it with KED.com. So with these people in the next 6 months, guys, I am looking to devote my best to you, right? I want you to go out there and crush it. I want you to be the one that dominate the marketplace, to go and start crushing, and people is asking, man, what the heck? You know, I'm gonna give you the formulas, the stuff that I'm learning right now that's changing my business big time. They're changing my days and how I run my business. I'm much more efficient, you know? I'm much more efficient into what I need to do on a daily basis to bring thousands of dollars. And I'm teaching my students how to duplicate the same thing. Now, if you're someone that wants to duplicate, you know, hundreds, you know, that's not for you. If you want to duplicate thousands of dollars, you're ready to go crush it, this is the level that we want to go. And really, the people that I'm looking to work with, you know, you don't have to have all the skill set. I'm going to teach you all that stuff. You don't have to know how to create product. You don't have to know how to create a capture page, sales page. No worries. I got you. I'm going to teach you all that stuff. Now, all you really need to have is a good spirit. Because, you know, if you don't have a good spirit, it's not going to be, if you too impatient, you know, you can't wait for you can't go to the process, or you're not following direction. You know, this is not gonna work for you. But if you're the type of person, you know what, you have a good spirit, you're patient, you follow direction, you know it's not overnight. This is not a push button system that I'm offering you by just going in and drop, you know, $20, or I'm trying to get $100 from you today. No, this is none of that. So if you're the type of person with that type of mentality, you're in a buying frenzy, you know, you can keep buying and buying, but this is for the people, true entrepreneur, who's ready to really crush it and use the internet to take themselves to the next level. So apply. In the next 6 months, I'm gonna be working with you every Friday. Now we have a webinar today, but every Friday I'm gonna be working with you live at 3 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, so it's 2 Central Time, but 3 Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Every Friday, I'm gonna be working live with you, me and you. It's gonna be different. Now you can't really ask any question, but it'll be different where you can actually ask me a live question and we can interact, and I'll show you the stuff. What do you need? What type of funnel? What are you lacking in your funnel? What do you need right now to crush it? Any type of secret that we discover that's bringing more traffic, more leads, that's getting more people in the business. This is exactly how we are doing it. This is inner circle mastermind where we discuss what's going on. It's not man, just trying to pitch you anything. There's no pitching in that stuff. It's just straight up gonna be straight up information, what's working, exactly how we do it, exactly how we do the setup, the changes that are working right now. How do you get resources? See, a lot of people that I know that come to me and say, Kader, man, I want to put my first product together, but I don't know how to get the sales page. I don't know where to put a capture page. I have this idea, but I can't put it together. Well, guess what? When you get into there, we're gonna cover all the stuff for you. Where do you get graphics done? Where do you get your product done? How do you outsource everything? You know, how do you get other people to create stuff for you that you don't even have to do it? You can be in the background building your stuff, building your dream. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'll be sharing the same knowledge that I'm learning from my multiple 7-figure earner mentor with you, okay? And I'm gonna diagnose your business live, give you instant feedback. I'm gonna give you a free ticket to my live event that's happening in December in Orlando and FL. You know, for the people that actually get to work with me in the next 7 months. So in the next 6 months, we should be around December. So yeah, you should be able to have some great testimonial by then. Come to the event, mastermind with me, have a great time. We can go and hang, have some fun. Disney down the block, man. You know, we can have a blast, make some money, drive some traffic, do some cool stuff, create some product. Man, it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait to do that with entrepreneur who's ready to step up their game to the next level. And I'm also gonna give you, you know, 3 top secret training Friday. Every Friday we're gonna get together, you know, and we're gonna get this stuff going. Okay, so every Friday I'm gonna teach you my top secret, my tricks, you know, that I've been learning for the last 3 years online, and new method that I'm learning from my mentor. I'm gonna teach you all that stuff every Friday. We're gonna get together, Q&A sessions. We're also gonna get together, do some live stuff. So we're really gonna crush. I'm looking for people who's really ready to crush this stuff, not just people who just say, I just want to make a few $100 here. I'm looking for people who's gonna turn this thing into a monster business, because my goal, man, is to impact the world. And I want people that can open up their vision to the level, even if you get started from, you know, from small beginning, but you can see yourself impacting so many lives. You can see yourself quitting that job that you have, unless you love it. If you love your job, that's awesome. You can keep it and still make an extra, you know, 500 grand. If you want to make $500,000 and still work your job, that's cool with me, and we can do that too, you know. But if you don't want to keep it and you want to spend time with your family, do the things that matters the most for you, that's where we going. So, you know, I'm gonna hold your hand, training, Q&A, straight up, straight to the money. You know, forget all the run around, you know, going around the subject and all that stuff. No, we're gonna go straight to the money. We're gonna be very open, transparent, and I'm gonna help you become a superstar on the internet. Make your own cash, create your own wealth, create your own results, you know, make your own money. This is the type of things that I want you to be freely dependent, not even of me. Like, I want you to get to the point where it's like, yo, Kader, you know, you send me a message, yo, Kader, I just made $2,000 today. I just made $10,000. My lunch does just have 50,000, man. I'm excited. The way you become self-sustainable. You know, it's crazy how a lot of people, they build teams and stuff, and the team rely on the mentor. Once the mentor is out of business or they done, there's no more money flowing in the team, because the people, they did not learn. Everything was being done and filtered to one mentor. So I want to teach you the stuff that's going to make you self-sustainable, where you don't need me. After a couple of months, you go through my stuff, you don't even need me anymore. You can go and create your own stuff and crush it. And we're just crushing it together. You know, these are the type of things that I want to do, okay? So, you know, I have some more bonuses for people that take action, like Instagram, Teesprings, you know, it's for you to take action, access to all my tools that I use. and product launch and all that good stuff, you know, unlimited free tools that worth over $6,000, you know, like you get access to all my tools. And for you that's in a buying frenzy that want to buy every product, guess what? You don't have to buy them anymore. I get access to all the products and I can give you access to all of them. All right. So if you want to keep buying them, it's really up to you. But after you get to this product, you know, usually what I do, I buy private label right to products so I can give them away. So I would buy them and buy the private label right to those products and I'm giving them away. So if you see something you like, you want, I can get you the private label right and buy the product in full where I can actually give it away to those people that's in my inner circle. Now, if other people you're on my list, you're not in my inner circle, I'll still sell you the product. But if you're in my inner circle, I want you to stop for 6 months. For the next 6 months, I want you to stop buying. I want you to stop spending money. If you've been spending like crazy for the last 10 years, the last 5 through 3, whatever, 6 months, I want you to stop. It's time for a break. Now let's build something that's gonna bring you, my friend, income. This is where we're gonna go and where you can get access to whatever amazing tools that I have for Facebook, Google, blogging, whatever that I have, you know, get leads generated, traffic generation, all that good stuff, all is gonna be in your hands. So what you need to do is go to 6 months that crush it with KED.com. And there's gonna be a process. There's an application for you to fill. When you fill the application, my assistant will get in touch with you and we'll see that if you are qualified for you to get into that inner circle, because I cannot work with everybody. This is something strategic that we are putting in place. This is for a special group of people. But if you're ready and you feel like, man, I'm done, I don't want to waste my time, or if you haven't spent much money online, this is even better. You don't want to take the route that I took, you know, and go and spend money here, money there, new software, new tool, new launch, and expecting this is going to be it. This is going to be it for me. This is going to be my life-changing story. This is going to be it. This, you know, and it never happens. And you're back to square one again, and you have to build up again. And you go into that cycle. This stuff can make you crazy, you know, because you're going in that cycle, going up and down and up and down. And you feel like stuff is not working out. And you know, I want to give you all the missing parts, right? I want to put all the missing parts to you. As you guys see, I showed you guys, I built the team, you know, I've done the promoting other people's products, you know, and I'm doing my own products, my own coaching, my own stuff. So that helps my student makes way more. And that's where I made most of my income. So, you know, I don't have anything in my mind right now to create a network marketing company. But if you have that in your mind, great. You know, if you have that in your mind, great. Does it take a special person? No, not even. You can actually create something that you really love and passionate about, you know, and it just takes some work. But with the work comes the results that is so rewarding that it's like, man, the work was not even matter, you know? So anyway, guys, that's it for the presentation. I hope you had massive value in the stuff that I shared with you tonight, as far as, you know, the 3 ways that you can actually leverage the internet to make income online. This is the cool part that a lot of people always wait for. A couple of friends that tell me, man, Kader, I love this part, man. This is what I love for when you actually take live questions and stuff like that. So what's going on? All right, so I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good time. This is the part where I go and check the questions. So hopefully you've been paying attention. You know, you've had some questions and you send them out. You're ready to get them answered. And if you didn't, what you need to do is to go at crushitwithked.com. You know, you send that. So you write it out in the email, send it out, because I'm on the webinar. I'm just seeing myself and I can't really see the screen. If you're trying to write question on the page, I might not be able to see it. So here's the deal. I'm going to go into my email right now. Whatever questions that I get, I will answer it. All right. I will enter it, whatever question that I get. So let's get to my email right now. And then, okay, first question, Mr. Tommy. All right, so Tommy, I'm gonna open it real quick right now, and we're gonna answer your question here real quick. So Tommy said that, hey, Kader, you know, I know you mentioned the 3 ways for you to make money. You know, how about making money with eBay? You know, I've been trying that. Okay. Well, I mean, you can make money with eBay. The way that I specifically say it tonight is, you know, there's 3 different ways that that the main pillar way. You either have a company, you're building a team. You know, if you're doing something like eBay, it's more like affiliate. So you don't really have the physical product. They're not your product. You selling somebody else's product and you getting a cut. So most people that do eBay, what they're doing drop shipping. So they would do eBay and Amazon. So what these people would actually do is go to Amazon, get a product that's like $50 and go on eBay, sell it for $70 in the hope that they will make a $20 profit when someone buys it. But they don't, the product is not theirs, right? They don't physically have the product. It's a cool way of making money online. But to me, you can push. I mean, I know people that's making six-figure now. No disrespect to people that's crushing it in eBay market. So if that's the route that you want to take, the direction that you want to take, you can. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But it will still be on the affiliate side, because guess what's going to happen? With this model of business, you never own the customer. You never own a customer. So you always going, automatically you stop drop shipping, no money is coming in. You know, you have to always be listing and keep drop shipping. You don't own a customer. But with the model that I shared with you tonight, which is having your own stuff going on, you actually own the customer. When they buy a product from you, they put the email, they put the info. You have them as a customer for life. You can sell them more stuff. You can send them more product. You can sell them more product. But with having an eBay customer, it's not your own customer. It's the customer. The deal is done through eBay. You don't have an autoresponder where you have the person. So you don't, it's not really the same feeling, right? So hopefully, Tommy, that makes sense to you. You know, what I kind of present tonight is kind of a bit different and off from selling from eBay. All right, so cool. All right, see, next question. And again, if you have any questions right now, you're live. I don't want to go off of them. Please do send them to go@crushitwithked.com. All right, so next question from Mike. All right, Mike, the question from Mike. Mike says that, if I am building a team, can I still do affiliate marketing or do what you're doing? Yes, Mike, totally. You know, if you're building a team, I think the best way, a lot of people on building a team, and I know and I understand because I built a team, people sacrifice so much. And I know mentors, and I know people who's making 6 and 7 figures, but they have no time because they doing everything. They doing the webinars, they doing the team training, they doing the team coaching. And sometimes they have to delegate. They have to delegate people on the team and leaders who's getting good. And, you know, but if you fresh just getting started with a team, you're not going to have people who's good at marketing or who's good at doing a webinar, who's good at yet. You have to form all these people. You have to create all these people. So it takes time. It takes patience. And a lot of people ended up giving their time for free because of the team, you know. So you ended up sacrificing a lot more for the well-being of the team, which I can understand. And I've done that so many times, you know. I've done the calls. I've done the webinar. I've sacrificed time with family so that my team can be well-fed, can be given the information to go out there and thrive, to make the changes that is necessary in their business and actually impact the world on a different dimension. I've done all of that stuff. And I think what I could have done better is to charge for my service. And sometimes with the team spirit, you feel like, man, if the person's part of my team, I want them to win. I want them to go in and start having $1,000 a day. So I'm going to sit down with them for 2 hours and give them my time and teach them how to set up a capture page, when you could have been charging $2,000 for you to sit down with someone to teach them how to set up a capture page, teach them how to do all that stuff. So when I kind of break out and break away from that team mentality and start charging people for my time, because time is money. That's something I did not cover earlier on the webinar that I want to cover while you ask this question here real quick, is that, okay, if you want to make $1 million, right? I don't know what your goal is, right? If you want to work, right? So let's say right now you work 8 hours a day, right? If you want to work 8 hours a day, that's about, if you want to work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, that's 40 hours a week. Now, 40 hours a week, let's say 40 times 52, you're looking at 2,080 hours. Now you got to break it down. If your goal is to make $500,000, you got to divide $500,000 by 2,080 hours. Like if your goal is to make 7 figures, let's take it 7 figures. If your goal is to make $1 million, right? You're working 40 hours, let's say a week, average for an average person. So we're gonna take $1 million divided by 2080, and we'll see how much we have. 1, 0.000 divided by 2080. So we're looking at $480 an hour. So if you want to make $1 million and you're gonna sit with someone for an hour, you should be willing to take 480, almost $1,000, almost $500 from that person for that 1 hour, because that's how much you should be making an hour. So really, sometimes people get caught up into the whole frenzy, you know, the whole craziness that's going on, and they don't charge for the time and how much they are worth. So really, when you start making good income and you start understanding business, you're gonna start being able to charge more, and based on your goal, based on what you're actually doing. So, you know, guys, it's crazy. Hopefully that answers your question. You know, I'll definitely, if I have a team, I would create products for them to buy from me. I would create stuff for them. I would create training, and or I would have them upgrade in the system. You know, if I have a system that's for $100, you know, that's for $5,000 or $4,000, I'll create the specific product. When you buy the system for $1,000, I'll give it to you as a bonus. Or if you upgrade to the $5,000 package and I have a $5,000 day, I'll give you my inner circle coaching and stuff like that. So setting up that way, so you can get your team to take action instead of just doing everything for them, especially if you don't team building. Hopefully, you know, that's my take on it. Like on the internet, you'll find many leaders that'll tell you different stuff, that'll tell you different things. I'm only telling you from my own perspective and from what works for me. All right. So hopefully that answers your question and that helps you big time. All right. So next question. And if you did not fill out the application, go to 6 months that crushitwithked.com. If you want to be part of what I'm going to be doing, I have the website set up. I have all the stages that we're going to work through, everything that you need, from product creation, how to get your stuff together, how to go out there and start creating $1,000 days. Those are for the specific people that's going to get into my inner group, my coaching group, and we're going to crush it. For the next 6 months, we're going to crush it. So it's only for serious people. So take action if you're watching this. All right. So I got a question that came in from Luther, and let's read it here real quick. So Luther says that when can I create my own product? All right, Luther, definitely. I mean, there's no, I would say I apply personally. I apply this formula, and I call it the LDTD formula, which is learn some, do some, teach some, and then do some more. And I don't feel like people have to. There's so many ways that you can actually create your own stuff. You can leverage somebody else's results. Like you can leverage me, you can interview me, you can leverage me, you leverage my own results. Or you can go out there, get something, create the skill set, you know, get the skill set that you need in that specific area, whether that's YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. You know, get the skill set in there. And once you get the skill set now, you know, you have the results, you go teach it, and you charge for your teaching. You charge. People are afraid to charge for the teaching. They're afraid to teach somebody else, you know, and charge them $25 and charge them $60 and charge them $100. They're afraid to coach someone on 101 where you're gonna teach them something and charge them $1,000. You know, they're afraid to share their skill set. Some people have other skill set. It's not just about internet marketing. You know, some people know how to cook. Some people know how to clean carpet. Some people know how to do some amazing stuff that you can literally profit from, but people are afraid. So if you are one of those people, you need to go to 6 months.crushitwithked.com, and we're going to crush it, me and you. All right. We're going to crush it in the next 6 months. This is next level stuff, right? If you're not ready, you know, you got to be ready. This is next level stuff. This is not none of the stuff where you're going to keep buying little course and hoping something miraculously something is going to happen. This is the stuff that is going down. So you got to be ready. It's going to go down. All right. So Mike, I definitely say, you know, learn it, teach it, do some more, you know, become a master at it, get the expertise that you need from it. And then after that, you go out there, you create a coaching through it. Boom, you can start making way more income doing that stuff. Right. Someone asked me, okay, I have a tool, but I don't know how to put it together. You know, can I create something out of that? Okay, that's math. All right, Matt said he has a tool. It's a publishing tool. All right, Matt, I mean, if you have a publishing tool, what I would do, first of all, is I look to see if there's an audience. If there's an audience for what I'm trying to do, there's an audience, I would look at my target market, check to see if there's an audience for what I want to do, right? The product that I want to create, do some product research first. And then if there's a market for publishing, you know, if you have a publishing tool that's going to go and publish a lot of books in different places and different websites or different places where they can make more sales, I think that would be very attractive to writers or people that are creating books and stuff like that. So I would definitely, I would definitely go for it. So yeah, what you would need to do that, you would need like a sales page, you need a sales video and all that stuff put together. But I'll teach you all that stuff inside of the coaching that we're gonna be doing for the next 6 months. So hopefully you're ready, guys. I hope you're ready. If you're not ready, you need to go to go.crushit, 6 months.crushitwithked.com. So 6 months.crushitwithked.com. That's how we're gonna make it happen, my friends. You know, I don't think I have any more questions. If you have any questions right now, do send it to go@crushitwithked.com and I'll be able to get it. But if not, let's see. Some people are just shy. I think that's set. That's said on this webinar, guys. I truly appreciate your presence being here. Take action. You know, a lot of people sometimes they would have something that comes in front of them. You know, we don't lack opportunity, but we lack taking action. So take action. If you're ready, let's go. Take action. Let's crush the stuff out. Let's take it to the next level from the stuff that I teach you tonight. Even if you have a company right now you're building and you want to make thousands of dollars, or you want to be the leader in your company, you want to be the go-to person, you want, whenever someone is thinking about joining company XYZ and you're the first person that they look up to because you have all the stuff in place, I got you, right? I got a full training that's going to teach you literally how I did what I did, how I sponsored 600 people in 3 weeks. I mean, just think about it, 600 people in your company in 3 weeks. I have a full breakdown, a full video breakdown exactly how did I do that. And then after that, duplicate into the thousands. So you guys saw my back office earlier if you watched this webinar, and I show you thousands of people in my back office that I sponsored in my last company. You know, I've made a little bit over 75K with them, you know, and it was very short. But the craziest thing that I could not really truly appreciate was that my team wasn't making as much money. And you're always gonna face that if you are just a team builder. And that's why I've been introduced to product creation and helping people make different routes. So take action. If we don't have any more questions, guys, I'm gonna close it out. Hopefully you had a good time with me, and I look forward to seeing you inside of the 6 months crushing it with me. I was Kader. Appreciate you being here. I'll see you guys later. Bye.